I relish the feel of sand beneath my bare feet, the cool softness laced with the tiniest fragments of seashells and worn-down stones. The sound of the waves lapping lazily against the shore is a symphony that was composed before man even walked the earth. It's so soothing, grounding. But as I cast my gaze upon the infinite sapphire expanse of the sea, my thoughts begin to rove again, unbidden but not entirely unwelcome. My thoughts, they always turn to crabs. Ah, the crab. A creature so peculiar in its existence that it's almost laughable. But is it truly laughable? An unassuming creature beneath the shadow of such gigantic sea beings. And yet, how wonderful. Crabs, you see, they're simple creatures, carrying their protective shells upon their backs. Oh, how very like a knight a crab is, marching head held high on the battlefield, clad in an armor of chitin, hues ranging from the deepest maroon to the softest cream. Swords held aloft in defiance against every wave that dares to challenge them, silently swearing an oath to their self-imposed duty. But then one must dig deeper, beneath the shell. Inside their tough exterior, the crab is flesh and blood, like you and me. Think of their hearts, how they must function, how they flutter tirelessly, propelling hemolymph, their equivalent of our blood, through its body, day in, day out. Never resting, never stuttering, an unsung hero of crab anatomy. Oh, but their brains, their incredible tiny brains. You might think the crab naive, unlearned. Maybe their thoughts are not as deeply contemplative as that of a human, but isn't it awe-inspiring, the knowledge they carry? Knowledge of tides and predators, of food and mating, the knowledge of their bodies, the knowledge of their being. It's outstanding. Now back to the interaction with their world. Imagine the crab in its habitat. Ever see a crab fight for a piece of food? Can you picture the flurry of sand, the flurry of matter and energy, as two crabs engage in a dance as old as time? And yet within the chaos there's order, meaning, purpose. But do we ever consider their struggles? The nature is not soft on them, not at all. And yet they endure, constantly growing, molting, emerging anew. If that's not symbolic resilience, what is? Back to the sand beneath my feet, the infinity in front of me, the echoing of the waves. They all sing songs about them, don't they? When you think about it, crabs embody the duality of life itself. Hard yet soft, simple yet complex, resilience and surrender braided into one being. But see how my reflections transgress from mere musings to a grand orchestra of thoughts surrounding one peculiar creature. Perhaps it's a reflection of my own complex mental landscape, a microcosm all on its own. I am, in a way, a crab myself. But aren't we all? The waves strike the shore again, each one threatening to devour the entirety before retreating back into the depths, as if teasing the land, toying with it, the immovable meeting the unstoppable, much like the stubborn passion of crabs meeting the unending waves of reality. Is it a victory? A fight unwon? Who can say? Ah, but see, such is the plight of my mind.